Start your day with Sunrise Breakfast Show. The flagship morning show on Prime TV2. Wake up to breakfast news as it happens.
What if your name were?
In-depth discussions on the day's top stories. Live reporter check-ins from across the country. Expert analysis on government policies and at PTV2 Zambia.
Sunrise Breakfast.
Sunrise Breakfast Show. Only on Prime TV2. The home of breaking news.
What do we stand for? We stand for possibility, for the belief that every tomorrow, for minds that don't just think, but connect, for hands that don't just build, but uplift. We stand for experience you beyond this place. Here you become more than a student. You become a maker of solutions, a believer in dreams. This is where futures are built. Charles Brook Passar University, where you stand for what matters.
Hello and welcome to News Flash on Prime TV2, the home of breaking news. We're coming to you live on Topstar channel 110 and streaming on our Facebook page, PTV2 Zambia. Now let's take a look at stories making headlines. A 63-year-old woman of Gibson Chimfwembe Ward in Chingola has allegedly been killed by her 73-year-old husband following a marital dispute. 62-year-old Kawe man discovered dead along Lukanga Swamp Road. The Catholic Diocese of Chipata's Judicial Vicar, Father Evans Miti, has called for dignity for inmates. With the news in detail, my name is Rhoda Mlenga. On a sad note, a 63-year-old woman of Gibson Chifwembe Ward in Chingola has allegedly been killed by her 73-year-old husband following a marital dispute. The incident is reported to have occurred in the early hours of Sunday, 22nd of March 2026, around 0640 hours in Chwempala. Mr. Yui said the deceased son, Thomas Musonda, discovered his mother lying lifeless in the bedroom with a deep stab wound on the back of her neck, while his father was found holding a knife. Our staffer, Derek Chitiamba, visited the funeral house and brought us this report.
A somber and a dark cloud has covered over the funeral house in Atwashuka B in the Gibson Chifwembe Ward in Chingola district. Here, community members and their relatives have gathered to mourn the tragic death of Alize Mwansa, a 65-year-old woman allegedly murdered by her husband, Zuze Msonda, 73, in a brutal act of domestic violence at around 0640 Sunday morning. In the bedroom where the incident occurred from, bloodstains spread over the floor and walls. Daughter to the deceased, with tears in her eyes, recounts what had happened to this Prime TV reporter, saying her brother, Thomas Msonda, 23, was also hit with a hammer in the head as he tried to stop the fight.
If your brother wants yesterday I pan of wachela pasiti of bachimuma sando of achipunda funa chisanaima nat nishi na munafi bride ile fumuko of member tsapunda fet malamanafwa eshu ile last fiba chinje ba semkuingira and then teba member chafu afyo kuipa yabeka bachafu abepa ebwadia na tom cause bachika ta knife hatsa bomfie blanket kuikatira ku knife if achisa bafunyana pansi fetchotana police.
She has since called for justice to prevail on the matter.
About take baba kaka feel life in prison. It's not the first time. Even in 2021, if you had sick.
Ward Councillor Gibson Chala, who visited the funeral house, described the situation as unfortunate and uncalled for.
If it's sick, ndinokuranda sana kuba kuno kwebati Fiatsika mushumyandi tafiweme na spero mwenso na spera no buranda. Trafimfiro kutari but rero fiatsika mushi mumyenzo.
Neighbor and friends to the deceased that she is still in disbelief of what had happened.
Tukuse mkanshini muninji pekanyaka. Ero nombo mwana malama. Aisanjita. Nishukufale ne shati mfale fe chitengo. Kukundu ni fale fe skate. Ba kusanga mtu na tambalala. Kusanga fe milo.
Meanwhile, Cobalt Province, a police commanding officer Mwala Yui has confirmed the murder case which was reported at Chimpala police station. Mr. Yui says the deceased was found in a pool of blood in a bedroom with a deep stab wound on her back of her neck. He said after police visited the scene, a blood-stained knife and a hammer were discovered. Reporting for Prime TV News, Derek Chitemba in Chingola District, Cobalt Province.
Very sad development. Now let's move to Central Province, where Joseph Siambihi reports that a 62-year-old man of Chilalila area in Kabwe has been discovered dead along Lukanga Swamp Road under unclear circumstances. The deceased, identified as Fanwell Mukonka, was found with multiple injuries on Sunday, the 22nd of March 2026. Police officers from Kasanda Police Station visited the scene and retrieved the body, which has since been deposited in the Kabwe Central Hospital mortuary. Meanwhile, the family of the deceased has appealed to the police to conduct a thorough investigation and ensure that those responsible are brought to book.
Their hearts are broken. Mine Kangaswamp Road, near his residence, sister to the deceased, explains.
Ijilo kuseni netwakabuka yali kuma 6:30 twayikuhabo bantu babola bamba kuti uli muntu ngoba jaya kuya ku road onoyo muntu ngoba jaya ku road ulako yanyaba nkofani abo bankofani baba pati bangu membe chilila mbotwa kabalika amajinga kunka kuya kujana nchoveni mbamba bo bajaigwa twakakuba jana bali basowede mumbala road aliategwa mpaka on the farm.
A walk to the scene where the deceased was discovered, facing downwards with multiple injuries, was made.
Jana sotawa, ona kukali ya kutoya mugondo, katariga kwenda, ona aga yujaniga mutu ntawa muntu kawa, kuba musowela. Then wampobaga mubikide wamana mabusu bagabikide somewhere yawo.
Fanwo Mukonka's friend is saddened.
Tuishibo yumuntu unga chitefi because ine natampire kuno 1968 ndi akusukuru shatala bapo muri problem ichi tabari wa chitapu ataki kuno tukatavi bakabora bakuti tumataba tushanfidia.
Police visited the scene and picked up the body, which has been deposited into Kabwe Central Hospital mortuary awaiting post-mortem and burial. Now the family have asked police to ensure that investigations are done in order to bring the perpetrators to book. Reporting for Prime TV News in Kabwe District, Joseph Siambehe.
Thank you so much, Joseph, for that report. Now, in other news, the Catholic Diocese of Chipata's Judicial Vicar, Father Ivan Smithy, has called on members of the public to stop demonizing the people incarcerated in prisons, as they are also human beings who should enjoy their rights and dignity. Speaking during the handover of a modern ablution block constructed by the Catholic Church at the facility, Father Smithy said that inmates must be treated with dignity that they deserve by providing them with all the necessities they need while incarcerated. Father Smithy has also appealed to the government to speed up the court processes for some people who have been remanded for too long in various correction facilities. Details in the following report.
In an effort to improve sanitation and health of inmates at Namseche Correctional Facility in Chipata, the Catholic Church has constructed a new diocese judicial vicar. Father Ivan Smithy, who represented Bishop George Lungu during the commissioning, has urged the public to treat prisoners with dignity, saying they are human beings too.
Pamasopa Mulungu, all of us are precious. Mulungu ametukonda chimotsimotsi. Ambuye sauna pamaso yai. Kapena sauna tupi, kapena bwanchi, kapena ulindo yai. ambuye amatuona chimodzimodzi. So that ablution block is to help you to live a dignified life. Ena ainu maka muno ndende mulolakalaka nofuna kuti tsiku lina mukatuluke. Ena ainu zonadi mavuto yanu mwina niyokuna mizirani vantu koma tisabise pano. Ena ainu siyokuna mizirani yayi mufunika kuti musinthe.
Father Miti also delivered a message from the bishop emphasizing the need for fair justice and speedy court processes, especially for those remanded for long periods.
Alipo vena muno mwakhala zaka zambiri atakuzengani milandu zanu koma kuti mpite ku court sakupeleka aniyayi. That the face of justice seems to be filtered. Siru oneka chichilungamo kodi uyu muntu akhala zaka zingati no 3-4 years anapita ku court akabona kuna ku court. We are not happy as a church and we want to urge the government in a good way to say please osaona nkhope because walipo wena maka wandala wajamina amangidwa angoti mangidwe lero mama ake kapani mkucha alimchani alikukoti.
Kwanza has thanked the Catholic Church for their general
ochita improve maumoyo y'abantu especially kuno kwaso kuna msechayi
and the inmates are happy with this development.
This facility will go a long way in improving sanitary condition within the institution and of course strengthening our commitment to providing humane custody.
Indeed, the gift was timely and of course came at the right time when the correction facility was highly in need. Today we are testing the beautiful handing over of the ablution block, which will help the shortage of toilets in the facility.
The commissioning first started with Mass, presided over by Father Miti, who prayed together with the inmates before handing over the ablution block. Christopher Basilio Banda, Prime TV News in Chipata, Eastern Province.
Minister of Technology and Science Felix Mutati has observed the need to invest in digital skills, fostering innovation and creating policies in order for citizens to fully participate in the digital economy. Mr. Mutati says bridging the gaps is not just a matter of technology, but empowering people, cultivating talent, and unlocking the potential of the youth to drive economic growth. He has, however, said that government remains committed to continue leading in the digital transformation efforts, including the development and implementation of the new ICT and National Digital Transformation Strategy. Mr. Mutati states that the move demonstrates Zambia's commitment to building a resilient and a secure digital future. He was speaking in a speech read on his behalf by Ministry of Technology and Science Assistant Director, Communications Wanga Mbula at the 2026 Liberty Con Africa Conference in Lusaka. We have more details in this report.
Young people from over 7 selected African countries have gathered in Lusaka for the Liberty Con Africa Conference aimed at fostering networking, innovation and skills development in technology and entrepreneurship. Minister of Technology and Science Felix Mutati graced the event, represented by the Ministry's Assistant Director for Communications, Wanga Mbula.
The Ministry of Technology and Science continues to lead in the digital transformation efforts, including the development and implementation of the new ICT policy and the National Digital Transformation Strategy. Steps that demonstrate Zambia's commitment to building a resilient...
To invest in digital skills, foster innovation and implement progressive policies that will enable citizens to fully participate in the digital economy.
By investing in digital skills, fostering innovation and creating inclusive policies, we can ensure that every Zambian, regardless of location or background, can fully participate in the digital economy. Bridging these gaps is not a matter of technology. It is about empowering people, cultivating talents, and unlocking the potential of our youth to drive economic growth, social development, and national prosperity.
Meanwhile, local entrepreneur Moses Walia Singala
has called for the regulation of mobile money transaction rates to enhance and promote seamless regional digital trade.
I'm usually trying to move money from my country into Tanzania and get goods. And of course, there's so many challenges that we do encounter sometimes. And these usually are due to, let's say, regulation. When I'm trying to deposit money, for example, because certain goods will have to come to the national right. And you find that
Director of African Programs, Linda Kavuka Kiguhi, has urged young people to leverage various technological tools to drive trade, investment, and economic growth across the continent.
As a young person today, you should have a number of tech tools with you, isn't it? And if you do not have them, make sure you bridge the gap. I've realized most of you do not know what cryptocurrency is. You have no idea what Bitcoin is. But as we move on, ignorance is not acceptable in our digital age, isn't it?
Michael Himosa Jr., Prime TV News, in Lusaka.
In other news, Marcus Sakubita reports that Kaoma Town Council in Western Province has built a new civic chamber using the locally mobilized funds to address the challenges of inadequate space in the old structure, which was also dilapidated. Kaoma Town Council Secretary Lisa Pasela said the local authority came up with this project following an approval from the councillors. She said the structure has been built at a cost of 930,000 kwacha and is fully furnished with modern furniture and air conditioners. More in the following report.
For years, this council building in Kaoma District, Western Province, served as the heart of the local governance chamber. However, with the need for modernization becoming clear, a new council chamber has been built at a cost of 930,000 kwacha using locally mobilized funds. The old chamber had limited space and safety concerns, prompting the construction of the new modern facility equipped with furniture and air conditioners.
I want to thank the people of Kaoma for working together collectively to make sure we come to a point where we thought the money raised was enough to demolish the old structure and come up with this new the chamber, which is very modernized. It is not ours, it is for the people of Kaoma, the generation to come. When you look at the population of Kaoma, it is increasing, and the amendment of the constitution, which has allowed the nation to expand on the constituencies. In due course, even the wards will also be, our chamber also needed to be expanded.
A full council resolution was passed, that we engage a contractor in order to rehabilitate the property. The cost is 930,000, so it has been a lengthy 10 months of wait. We are very grateful to the councillors who had the patience where we had to travel over 3 kilometers of a distance in order to hold our meetings. But finally, it has come to fruition.
After its official opening, the new structure was immediately put to use with the local authority hosting its full council meeting. During the meeting, concerns were raised about the attitude of some contractors in the district.
The gap that we have noticed is that some of our local contractors, they require capacity building for them to indeed move with the presidential vision and under the UPND leadership.
Like for Mushwala Ward, under Mangango constituency, the new dawn has done it, whereby we don't have challenges so far. The challenges that we have, it's just a matter of polishing up, especially if the way we endorsed our president, HH, to continue. We are going to polish up everything. We don't have a problem.
The new council chamber is a symbol of progress and serving the community better through infrastructure development. For Prime TV News in Kaoma District, Marcus Bransakbita reporting.
And that item ends the news flash on Prime TV2. Let's take a recap of the stories that made headlines. A 63-year-old woman of Gibson Chifwembe ward in Chingola has allegedly been killed by her 73-year-old husband following a marital dispute. 62-year-old Kabwe man discovered dead along Lukanga Swamp Road. The Catholic Diocese of Chipata's Judicial Vicar, Father Evans Miti, has called for dignity for inmates. Thank you so much for staying with us. But for these and other stories, do like our Facebook page, that is PTV2 Zambia. On behalf of the entire news and production crew, my
If it's not on Prime TV2, verify it. Our dedicated reporters across the country bring you accurate, well-researched news, keeping you informed 24/7. Catch us on Topstar Channel 110 and follow us on Facebook at Prime TV2 Zambia. Prime TV2, the home of breaking news.